Hi fellow flowers, Violet here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to attach key rings and hooks to your lanyards so that you can hook them onto things. But first, a very important announcement that we're not mad about. We're actually very stoked on. Target is now selling their Halloween Oreos, so get you some. Alright, so there are a couple of ways that you can add the key ring or hook to your lanyard. One of those ways is by taking something like these needles. I just got this pack. I think they're fabric needles that I just got from Walmart for maybe like $2 or $3. Super cheap and inexpensive. But the idea is that you want something that is pokey and has a grip on it and is going to allow you to get up underneath the base of your lanyard. So, for example, I have this little tiny thing that I just threw together pretty much just for this video. But the idea is that I'm taking my needle very carefully. Now, if you're, a young kidling, maybe ask your parents or an adult to help you with this or to supervise. But just be really careful because it's a needle, it's sharp. But I'm getting underneath it and I'm kind of just wiggling back and forth because I want to stretch out the plastic string. But I also don't want to go too far and break the string because then you can't hook anything onto it. So that's the one danger and con of doing this method. But now I'm grabbing at one of my hooks and I pretty much loosened up the bottom of my lanyard with my needle. But I'm still going to leave the needle in there just so I have something kind of giving me some leverage. And then I'm going to just kind of force on this hook. And there you go. So now I can pull the needle out, flip this around, and there you go. Now I'm ready to hook this on stuff. This is Petunia, my purse, and I'm just going to open up this ring, put on this lanyard, and then I'm going to take that hook that I just threw onto the smaller lanyard, and I'm going to clip that on. And voila. So say you want to put on a ring and you don't want to put on the clip or the hook, however you want to call it. So I'm going to do the same thing with my needle or, safety pin, bobby pin, fork, whatever you can manage to kind of hook up under there. And I'm going to loosen up the bottom. And you can see that it's kind of hard to open up the ring because it wants to stay shut. And I don't want to break my nails by trying to open it up. So I'm going to take one of those hooks and I'm going to keep it under there to give it a boost. And this is going to make it way easier to slide on. So kind of got to shove it in there and slide the string over it. And these key rings come usually in all the same pack if you go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby or Michael's. So that's why I have both of them. You can also order packs with both of them off of Amazon so that way you can do this. Otherwise, if you can't get a hold of a hook, you can always try a bobby pin instead. Okie dokie, and voila, now your lanyard is attached to your ring. So for the next method, this method might be a little bit easier because you don't run the risk of accidentally snapping your string when you're trying to stretch it out so that you can fit things underneath it after the fact. This is a little bit more proactive. This approach provides that you add the hook at the beginning of your lanyard. So I've chosen to add it only to one string for this lanyard, but you could add it to all of the strings if you want to. Now I will say if there is a con to this method, that con would probably be that you have a hook that gets a little bit in the way when you're trying to weave your lanyard. But honestly, once you get some practice with this method, it isn't that detrimental, and it actually is my preferred method for adding hooks to lanyards. Okay, and after a couple of stitches, this is what that lanyard looks like. But there you go, there you have it. This is how you add the keys and the hooks to your lanyards. And if you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and comment down below if you'd like to see something from me next. Other than that, keep blooming, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.